Jordan Cabernet. It's $39.99 at the Wine Connection, and New Hampshire liquor stores, $49.99.
At this North Andover store, above the bottles of boutique wines, rows of Rieslings, and crates of Cabernets, hangs a picture. New Hampshire Governor John Lynch, with a line drawn through his face. The caption reads, "Customers should buy in Massachusetts or risk paying this man's bills."
And that's part of the tongue-in-cheek is, why pay his bills? Because you're going to end up paying these bills anyway.
Wine Connection's sister and brother co-owners Tina and Sam Messina say they don't mean any disrespect toward Governor Lynch. They just want to cork the flow of customers over the border to tax-free New Hampshire.
And that's the very essence of a debate over a question that's about to be on the ballot in Massachusetts. It's question number 1, repeal the state sales tax on alcohol. Before you vote, we're going to let you hear from both sides. First up is Victor DeGravio from the Committee Against Repealing the Alcohol Tax. Victor, you want the tax to stay exactly where it is. Why?
Yes, we do, Marie. We're asking voters to vote no on question 1 for 2 reasons. 1, alcohol does not deserve a special exemption from the sales tax. It's not a necessity of life. Exemption should be for basic food and clothing, prescription medications. The other reason we're asking people to vote no on 1 is because every dollar that's raised from the sales tax goes to fund prevention and treatment programs that serve over 100,000 residents in Massachusetts every year.
Rick Curtis, you own a liquor store in Weymouth. You say, drop this tax. This is hurting you guys, hurting the people who are employing people. You say it's hurting your liquor stores.
Yes, Maria, there is absolutely no need for this sales tax. We've never had a sales tax, and all it's done is push business across the border. It's hurting businesses, especially around the border, but all over the state. It's a war zone on the New Hampshire border, and New Hampshire just proudly announced this week that their sales in their alcohol beverage commission are up $25 million. That's off the backs of our small businessmen and women in our industry.
Now, Victor, package stores are saying it's going to cost 3,000 people their jobs because those sales are going to plummet. They're going to go across the border. You heard Rick just say it right now. What do you say to that?
Well, we think the facts actually don't bear that out. According to the Department of Revenue, in the first 12 months since the sales tax went into effect, sales have been level. Alcohol sales in Massachusetts have been level. And actually for the first 3 months of this fiscal year, July, August, and September, alcohol sales, again, according to the Department of Revenue, are up over 3%.
Now, Rick, you have something to say to that?
Yes, you can dispute the figures any way you want. There are a lot of businesses that are hurting, and there are some pockets in the state that aren't feeling it as the border towns and the border businesses are. And it's not just New Hampshire, it's Connecticut and Rhode Island. The minute the sales tax went in, people stayed away.
Let's be honest. I mean, nobody really loves a tax, right? Victor,
no.
that's a tough thing to say. You know, let's keep taxes here, correct?
Well, I think that's true, but I think the important thing to remember about this tax is that every dollar that's raised goes to fund, by law, prevention and treatment programs that serve over 100,000 people each year. And these programs are necessary because for every dollar we spend on prevention and treatment, we save $7 in health care costs, criminal justice costs, lost worker productivity. This is a good way to spend our tax dollars to benefit the public.
Do you agree with that, Rick Curtis?
No, I don't, Maria.
Why?
I disagree with Vic.
Why?
Because there is the money that has been raised so far is going into the general fund. There is no evidence that it's going to fund the wonderful programs that Vic's Association sponsors. And Maria, we in our industry do not want to see these programs go away. These programs flourished and did wonderfully before the sales tax was implemented a year ago, and there's no reason for these programs to go away. They should stay if and when the sales tax is repealed.
Okay, so,
Marie, I'm sorry, if I could just say,
sure.
That's actually not true. The sales tax, the state legislature this year in the FY11 budget created a special dedicated fund. Every dollar that's collected this year goes to that dedicated fund, and it's because of this tax that these programs have not been cut in the past 2 years, while many of the human service programs have been devastated.
Rick?
Yeah, Maria, he said 2 years. The sales tax only been around for a year. and we say again, there's no reason to get rid of these programs. And we've heard it before. When there are taxes on specific products, it very seldom, if ever, goes to what it's supposed to go to.
Yes vote would remove the state sales tax on alcoholic beverages and alcohol. No vote would make no change in the state sales tax. Victor DeGravio from the Committee Against Repealing the Alcohol Tax. Appreciate you giving us your side. And Rick Curtis, you owning a liquor store. Boston accent came out. Sorry about that. The liquor store in Weymouth. Appreciate you both coming by and giving us your take on this very important question. Question number one.
Thank you, Maria.